today, okay, here's the thing. Tomorrow is the day that I am gonna work on the music video. I do need to finish writing the song, and I might have some of it to do tomorrow, but that's okay. And I thought of something while I realized something, and then this is kind of hard. Also, as I'm filming this, I'm looking down at my floor because I literally have a dance outfit just thrown on my floor because yesterday I had dance, and then afterwards I just threw my dance outfit on the floor because I needed it today. I realized, so I went back and rewatched on a podcast JoJo was on, Rachel Uncensored. Now, I don't watch that podcast. I only watched this one episode. First up, some of, the reasoning is because it is, the one, I do watch Rachel Ballinger, and I do watch her other podcast, All Things Internet, but I don't watch Rachel Uncensored because it is, kind of, there is some bad words in it sometimes, but that's okay, only on that channel. But I was rewatching the one that JoJo was in, and then she, talked about how you need, if there's something you love or something you want, you need to fully let it go. And then I'm doing that. This is off it goes. That's hard for me. That's really hard for me because I'm fully, at this point I'm fully letting go and just hoping that I find my crush. And this necklace, for those who don't know what it is, it used to have Tinkerbell on this side, but since it's kind of old, I am going to open it one time to show you, but then it's very faded, but inside is a piece of paper that has a W on it, and I attached it by, this one time we got, a couple of crafts, and in one of them there was this, double-sided tape, and we had a lot left over afterwards. We ended up not even doing the craft, and the reasoning was because it came and it was a felt, it's a felt garden type thing, or succulent garden, but me and Bella ended up just kind of taking everything out and not doing it, and I did use all the stuff in other crafts, but one thing is that I took and put a double side piece of tape and put that in, and put a little heart with the W, and that was inspired by Bella because I had this Tinkerbell locket for a really long time, for ever, and for a really long time, not forever, but a really long time. It was a gift from my mom. And so, yeah, so what happened with that? We ended up and my mom gave me a bunch of jewelry one time, and And one of the things was that locket. Now, when she gave it to me, there was nothing in it. But it was like a cute Tinkerbell locket, and what ended up happening was for so long I never wore it, I never had anything in it. And then finally Bella came down one summer, and she was like, you should put a W in it. And I'm like, yes, I had to make it heart-shaped because the locket is a heart. I'm excited for Halloween because we never do anything for Halloween. Like, we go to one event and that's it. Like, and it's fun, but like, it's definitely fun, but it's at the point to where I still enjoy going and I'm like playing a bunch of games. Here's the thing, I hate sweets. I'm a picky eater. Candy, like Halloween is just a time for my parents because I collect a bunch of candy and then it goes straight to my parents. And except for there two types, which is like sweet tarts or something, and then there's like, I forget, I think it's called a pixie stick. It's just like it's just like colored sugar that I think is like flavored. I don't know, that goes to my dog Sam, yes. And don't come for us, or don't come for me, like, we always make sure, like, he likes it and stuff, and we never give him a lot. Like, it's like a little bit, and we don't, because I'll, like, give him a little bit, and that distracts him as, like, my mom's eating candy or something, so he won't beg. But I'm excited for the music video. We got a lot to get going on. Yesterday, I was gonna film and post a video, but I realized I forgot to charge the tablet, and the reasoning was because the day before yesterday, I had to use the tablet a bunch because my dad forgot to charge my iPad or plug it in, because my iPad charger, we had a backup charger. What happened was that my charger kind of just stopped charging. Well, it didn't stop charging, but it started being at the point where you had to like adjust it a million times to get to start charging and stuff, and it was getting really annoying, so my dad started doing it. And because it would always like work almost immediately for him and stuff, so. But yeah, I did one on kind of talk about the locket for a minute, because that locket, I haven't taken it off in, I don't even know how long. Like, it's been months since I've taken that locket off. And, like, for me, like, the locket, like, is very special because it's kind of that reminder thing where, like, if there's a time when I'm, like, maybe, like going through it and, like, really just, like, focusing on the negative of losing my crush, or just to be honest here, I would always, like, open the locket, and I would always, like, open it, and then I would just, like, silently, like, whisper or, like, talk in my head, and, like, a message or something, and then I would basically, like, I don't even know, I would just do that, and, like, that locket, like, I remember, like, the day that I got my tooth pulled, I remember, or that, like, the, like, nurse or something, or, like, I don't even know what she did, and left the room for a minute, because before we got started, because she had to, like, go get, like, numbing cream or something, I think. And, oh wait, I remember now. She was taking my dad to the waiting room. And what for me, that kind of was hard because I never gone to the dentist when my dad not in the room. Like, my dad had always been in the room. Like, occasionally Only I would leave the room to like get like x-rays or something, but he's always been in the room. And so that was different. And then also I went in not knowing what was gonna happen and stuff. So that was like a thing, and I remember I like touched the locker real quick, and I was like thinking in my head, your crush's spirit is somehow in this room. You're gonna be okay. Like, and I was okay, and I wasn't even nervous. That was the thing. It was like I was just kind of like off, but not because I was nervous. Just in the fact that I didn't know what was gonna happen. Other than I knew I was getting a tooth pulled, but I didn't know like if I was gonna be put to sleep or awake or like anything. It actually wasn't too much. It was like they went and they counted my teeth and they used a little tool and like kind of scraped like some of like just like the normal like food stuff that like gets on your teeth and stuff. They scraped a little bit off. And then like numbing cream and 4 shots in my mouth and put like a thing and that ended up I kind of felt it but not really because I felt it because it was cold. To like make sure that I like couldn't feel anything and it was pulled the tooth out, put a piece of gauze in, and then they sanitized the tooth and put in the whole like yellow treasure chest thing, and that was it. And with that, no one told me to like put my mask back on, but I did anyways. Because no one was. Also, there weren't that many people there, and like the only 2 people in the room, other than me, obviously, was like the main dentist and then the nurse. But I need to work on this song. So, I'm fully letting go, and I'm excited because for Halloween, actually what happened was that my sister and my niece were doing like a Halloween party, and it was supposed to be like the day before Halloween, but then we found it got moved closer, so October 21st. Or you probably won't get a video because I'm gonna be in the car for like 6 hours, plus I'm gonna be at my sister's house enjoying like a Halloween party and really enjoying myself, and today I am going with a new perspective for hip hop class because I feel like sometimes I'm not used to doing sassy hip hop. That's not me. I'm used to like hip hop, but like there's some stuff that is a little more sassy. Even like movements like this and like different like movements and things. And so I'm like not used to sassy hip hop. And so like we've done like 2 different combos so far that's been a little more sassy, and I'm like both times I tried to enjoy them and stuff, and I love the teacher. Like Natalie is amazing, and she is great at hip hop and stuff, and she makes it like very easy to understand what the next step is, and like she does it with us, she demonstrates, which is great. I love that because since most of the 5 years I was taught by myself, like I literally like went on YouTube and watched videos, and that's how I learned dance. And everyone kind of like had different terms and like different words and stuff. Like the Ripka twins, they have like one trick that they call like a brawny or something like. Everyone has like different words and stuff, and so like I basically like some of the technical stuff. When I started, I knew none of the technical terms. So they would say something, and I would watch them do it like once to know what we were doing. and it was something that I knew how to do. I just didn't know what it was called. So like that's great because sometimes there's movements and stuff that I don't know what they're called, but I know what they are. So I need to work on this because I am behind today and I didn't give myself too much time. So I'm gonna get over. Right. But this time, I mean, okay, usually like in dance, like if it's something like sassy hip hop or something, and I kind of don't go full out too much because I'm still getting used to that, and I'm still getting my mind used to that and my body used to that, and it's weird because I'm like we've done sassy dancing before, like stuff. What I mean by that is like stuff that's a little more sassy and a little more like diva and attitude and stuff like that. And I always like been a little bit like in my mind. I always like tried to enjoy but part of me is always like, oh, it's just gonna take a little bit. I'm getting used to, but I'm down for it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna try to have fun with it. It's just something I haven't done before. But up until like, but I never did like sassy hip hop. And so now I'm like, I don't go full out because I'm like trying to get adjusted to it. And so I went like, today I'm just gonna go full out and try. And part of that is because I feel like I know my parents are watching and I'm that like sassy hip. They never know me as like the sassy person because I'm not a sassy person. And so like, but I'm excited. And this time I'm gonna try to make it a shorter song just because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a full like super long like what I usually do song. Let me count how many pages. 1, 2, 3. So this is 4. Well, I got some work to do. My goal was to get to at least 8. Meaning I got work. Okay. Got like 3.5 pages. Airplane. That sounded an airplane. And then I'm gonna talk about like my Halloween costume and stuff like that, which is gonna be fun. But first I'm gonna encourage myself to finish 2 pages. That way I only have like 3 more to go. and I will give you a sneak peek. Page number, like, 5. Almost done. Okay, so here's the thing. And I was going to, like, go for, like, 8 pages, but I realized because I basically don't have time to, like, finish, like, or do much of anything else to this song, considering I literally gave myself until tomorrow, and I have dance in, like, a little while, like 2 hours or something, a whole while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just sticking with 5 pages, and there's parts in it that I can just repeat to make it a little bit longer and make it good. But I want to talk about my Halloween costume, and I'm being kind of quiet about it because I'm not, like, nobody knows my Halloween. Actually, my Instagram followers kind of know. It depends on if they checked yesterday's Instagram story. This is genius. So, I was in between 2 different costumes. I really want to do JoJo because I've done JoJo for, like, the past, like, sorry, there is a fly. I've done JoJo for, like, the past, like, 3 or 4 years. The first time I did JoJo, it ended up being more unicorn because we didn't know that there's such thing as, like, a JoJo Halloween costume at the time, since they were kind of newer, I think. And so, like, we literally, like, me and my sister and Bella's sister was, like, at, like, a mall, and we, like, picked out, like, a shirt that said, like, my best friend is a unicorn or something. It was, like, a really cute shirt, and I ended up giving it to a friend one time, because it kind of, like, I kind of grew out of it. And then like, so we kind of just did that, and then, like, I had, like, a pair of pants at home that were, like, kind of unicorny. And it ended up being more unicorn. I did have a JoJo bow, though. So, like, that somewhat did it, but, like, yeah. Then, and, like, I kind of just done JoJo for the past, like, 4 years, and I never planned to do something that not, like, Siwa or, like, someone related to Siwa. Like, ever. Like, I feel like every year it's just gonna be, like, Siwa or someone related to Siwa in some way, shape, or form. And this year, I'm going good. So I was in between that, and I really liked JoJo because I could go full out. Like, I had plans for my JoJo costume. Like, I picked out, like, a dress, and then, like, a skirt and stuff. Like, that I had found stuff around my house that, like, was mine and stuff. And then I planned to use my allowance and, like, get, like, some, like, glitter for, like, my hair and some, like, body glitter and, like, face paint and stuff, and, like, go all out and do the, like, hard eye thing. And then I kind of went, like, I kind of want to do something different this year. Like, I do JoJo all the time. It's time to switch it up. And I chose, so my next option was Kylie. I'm going to Kylie Prue for Halloween, or as she likes to be called, I heard, Kai. Like, cause on Rachel Uncensored JoJo did podcast, I heard Rachel Ballinger after, like, even though she wasn't, like, in the podcast, but she was in the room and was like, hey, do you rather go by Kylie or Kai? Like, what? And she said Kai, so I'm going to Kai. And I'm very excited. I have plans. And my plan is I have a JoJo, since I kind of looked on her Instagram, and all of her outfits are, like, typical, like, teenager outfits. Like, and I kind of want to do something dressed. But I feel like every time I see her with, like, JoJo on, like, Instagram stories or videos, and she usually has, like, a hoodie or, like, sweatshirt type of vibe. And, like, something, like, kind of like that. So I figured it out when I have my JoJo Dream Tour, like, jacket thing that looks almost like a hoodie. It has, like, a hood, like, a hat on it, like a hoodie type thing. It's like a zip-up hoodie thing, and it's very good. Good, and so that can be, like, the main part of, like, my outfit. And for, or, like, pants, I noticed she wears a lot of, like, black leggings and stuff, so I have a lot of pairs of black leggings. I'm gonna use my really, really expensive black leggings that were, like, $80. Because my mom randomly decided and to spend $80 on a pair of black leggings that are honestly cute. They got, like, some sparkle and stuff, and they look really good. And I haven't worn them yet because at the time that she got them, like, Abby said, you only want to wear leggings and if you're doing, like, jazz, ballet or jazz. And so our ballet class was on the same day as conditioning, and it was summer, so it was hot. So I'm just gonna wear them, and that can be like the main look. And then to make it over the top, I'm going with some lightning bolt earrings because Kylie got her earrings on Rachel Ballinger's vlog, one of her last vlogs, and she got lightning bolt earrings. So I figured that would be fun. And to top it off, I'm going with a necklace that has a J. I'm gonna try to find another necklace that is I'm gonna have to find out when Kylie's birthday is, and then it's Kylie's birthstone on the bottom, and then JoJo's on the top. You know, 'cause it's you put your significant other before you, and then a bracelet with the J. And then if I have any money left over at that point on, I found some really cute earrings on Etsy that are JoJo, and I kind of want to go with them. So they are dangly, and I feel like last time I wasn't big into dangly, but now I'm maybe I'm going to give them another try. Or just some. But Kylie's very simple. And shoes, I don't really know too much. So I'm just going to go with my JoJo shoes and stuff. And I'm going to be Kylie for Halloween. And my parents have not guessed it yet. My dad's taken a couple of guesses. I did give him a couple hints, which was that not JoJo, but just as good as JoJo. Oh no, I said that it's just as good as JoJo, and that's not JoJo. And one other thing, and he hasn't guessed it. Peace.